you want a projector that can do 4K, gaming, good black levels, compete with the big boys, but still comes in relatively affordable, stay tuned, this one is for you. Guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that know me, know I do love my Epson projectors. They have come out with a new range now, being the Q series. Can you guys believe it's been around 3 years since the LS 11,000 and 12,000 has dropped? It feels like just the other day I reviewed those projectors, and now we are on to the next one, the Q series. Not that anything is wrong with the LSs, those are still amazing projectors, and I will put this up against one of them. This being the new QB1000 from Epson. They have taken everything that they've learned from their previous projectors and just upped it a notch. So for those of you new to the channel, this will be the unboxing and overview video, and then in the next video I will go through and put the projector through its paces, and we will compare it with the LS Epson, and I've also got the JVC NZ7 which we will put it up against. That being difficult to beat for black level, but I know the brightness on this should be more. But okay, let's get into it. This has already been opened because this is a unit that has come from Epson for me to review. So a big shout out to Epson and Solution Technologies. Epson being obviously the main importer of the units, and then Solution Technologies is the distributor. I will put a link in the description down below. If you want to go and check out some of the products that they do, you might find it useful, something for your business, get in contact with the guys and then give them a shout for what you need. Okay, so thank you to those guys. Let's get on to the unboxing of this projector, and let's see if it's anything different than what we are used to. Let's go to the side here first and see what they give us here. Power cable. Again, being a normal 3-prong power cable, I still recommend that you guys sort of just change these out, especially on equipment pieces like amplifiers and projectors that really need good power. So I will change this out definitely, and then always put your kits on power conditioners. If you have not checked out my Audio Quest and the Power Quest, I'll put a link in the description, go and check those out. So remote, it's more or less the same again. I really feel that Epson should, it's different, but it's same, but different. So I think that Epson should really start looking at a new remote choice for their more premium projectors. But as far as this goes, it is functional. We have a lighter button, so you can see in a dark cinema room. That is a must in a cinema room. And the rest of the buttons more or less look the same. So that is the remote, not too much to say about that. Then, what do we have here? We have the cover. So this cover also comes on the 12,000. It is for after you've installed, so you can clip this in at the back and it hides all your wires nicely. And also I see we have some adjustable feet on here for some extra adjustability if you need it. Not that you really need it with these, because you have laser lens shifting, which is an absolute game changer. Okay, projector more or less looks very much the same. Let's do this. Let's get that box out of the way. Okay, so let's start like that. As you guys can see, we have the same sort of textured finish. Black textured finish as on the 12,000. Looks very much the same. Free LCD 4K laser. Yes, they are still using their proprietary free LCD to give you the 4K image. So it's still not native 4K. But as I said before, it is as darn near as can be. And sitting your normal distance from the screen, you cannot tell. It is very good. But if you have to tick boxes, no, it's not native 4K, but it is 4K overlaced. So how they do that is each of the lenses has HD 180p, and it's 3 of them, and they overlace that to give you a 4K image. They say this does not suffer from the rainbow effect. I will put that to the test, and we will cover that more in the testing. Here we have the status, the laser, and the temp indicators. The front looks exactly the same as the 12,000, apart from this gold ring. So they did put a bit of a gold touch in there, but the vents and the look is the same. Also, the lens material is gloss, and it is the same as on the 12,000. This does have a more powerful laser in there, giving you an extra 600 lumens over the previous 12,000, bringing this to, I think I'll put spec on screen, if memory serves, 3,006 or 3,300 lumens. Yes, 3,300 lumens. I think the 12,000 was 2007 or 2008. So this does have more lumens in it. Same lens with the electronic shift, which, like I said, game changer. If you've ever had to get up by your projector and manually move that thing around, it sucks. I don't want those projectors for free just because it's such a pain. These, you sit there, move your picture where you want it. Epic. What I also like about the Epsons, in my room now I'm running the JVC. I could have put in a bigger screen, but not with the JVC. Slightly, a little bit. But with this, in this room, I would have been able to go up to 150 inch just because the throw is so much better. You can actually get this closer to your screen. So always, when you are, little tip, little trick, if you are designing a cinema, make sure that you work out how far the projector is going to be from your screen. And don't just always go according to spec. Actually take that projector, get it up there, see how big an image you can get. Because I've worked out according to spec and it's been wrong. So I like to physically, more or less, if I've used these, I know that these sit at about 4 meters for 120, and you can go 4.5 meters for 150. Where on the JVC, that is now, I think it's a bit further. I need to measure this room again. I think that's sitting at about 4.5 for 120. So it's only about 500 mils, but in projector world, 500 millimeter distance makes a big difference. Okay, so let's look at the back of this big boy. And I'm used to these size projectors now, but if you are not, this is a big projector. It is a heavy projector. Not as big and heavy as the JVC, but just note you need a strong mount, a bigger mount than usual. Let's look at the mounting points. So you're going to need mounting points. You see how wide they are apart. So you need a very good bracket, and don't just do a cheapy bracket because then it's going to flop around. I like to build a box. I like to build a box and have it sitting upright and know that the box is sturdy and strong. That's the way I just like to do it. I see at the bottom here, that one was loose a bit. What is that for? Is it just some... I think that is for the side, for the fan. That's where you take off the fan if you want to clean it out. There's 2 little pins you pull out and then you can clean out the fan. Here's a source and power button on the side. These feet are for leveling it out. So that's the only thing your lens, your electronic lens can't do, is level it out. So level it out so you can see it's level at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen, and then from there you can go up, down, stretch, get all of that goodness. But this will be for leveling it out. And then I see nothing more but, like I said, those back pieces. Oh no, those back pieces can't level. That's just to attach onto the projector case. So this is the only setting that you have to move around. Okay, so sample not for sale. As you can see, this is the demo unit that goes around. Then at the back, let me just get you. We have our manual buttons. When this is in a box, you can't use it because you can't get there if the box is at the back. But I actually prefer to have the manual buttons somewhere closer to the front where you can access them easier. This works wonders if it's on a bracket and it's not against the back wall. So you do have your manual buttons here. The rest is very much the same as always. You have your HDMIs, HDMI 1 and 2, 2 being eARC, both of these being 120 4K. So yes, this is a gaming projector and you can do proper 120 4K gaming on this. And gaming on a big screen is always a game changer. Even though your refresh rate, they say this is below 20 milliseconds, so it's good. But your gaming screens will be 2 to 5 milliseconds, so it's faster. But still, just on a big screen like this, it's epic to game like that. Then we have USB, which is optional HDMI 300mA. I don't know what that is. I'll look into what that is. Then we have the LAN, trigger output, service, USB 5 volts, RS232, and we have HDMI Control 4 certified. Yes, this is a Control 4 certified unit. So for the guys running Control, you can drag this in to all the Control 4 goodness to this. That is it. That is basically the entire unit. I'm going to get that heavy JVC out there now. I'm going to put this in because they only gave me till today's Monday. I need to give this back on Thursday. So I've got 3 days to test this. So I just told the family we have mandatory movie nights for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I can give you guys a proper review. I want to do some gaming on this. I just want to watch some normal YouTube on this so I can compare with my trusty JVC and also the Epson LS11000 that I still have in a box somewhere around here. Guys, like always, hope you like this. Hope you found it interesting. Stay safe and I will see you on the next one.